We already did that though.
No, I mean like how we think about high school athletics.
Yeah, I was thinking
because like wrestling's supposed to.
Hey, it's Mr. Tottenham from the health classroom. You're about to witness a behind-the-scenes look at our podcast experience with the middle schoolers. We have 2 7th grade understudies, Advik and Kaizen, and they'll follow along with our 8th grade podcast hosts as they interview their peers about teenage life. This allows viewers to have an inside look into our podcast, but also allows me to coach some up-and-coming potential podcast hosts for the future. In the middle of and at the end of this episode, the 7th graders will do some reflecting on their own. I'll be back at the end to wrap some things up. For now, here's Kaizen and Advik as they follow along with Arbaaz and Maddie, who talk to their friends and peers about transitioning from elementary school into middle school and looking ahead from middle school into high school. Enjoy.
Hi, welcome to episode 6 of the podcast. We are here with
Larry.
I'm Aayan.
Today we're going to be talking about our thoughts on high school and like what our preparations are going into it with athletics, schooling, and overall like social center.
All right, so what do you guys think of, like, when you think of high school, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
I think a lot more, like a bit more serious, you know, like you would have to focus more on school and sports, and you have to balance those out, especially with your social life, and yeah.
I mean, for me, I have an older brother in high school, so you can already see, like, he's not hanging out as much, even though he does, like, in the weekends. He mostly studies for tests, like he can, on Fridays, enjoy, like, the football games, like, every Friday, and then just more studying and tests, and, like, less homework, too.
Yeah, I agree with Larry. I have a brother who's a senior, and he's a lot more busy and been focusing on like college applications and been studying a lot more, so he has like a bit more less time than.
Yeah, you gotta take it serious because like that next step is college, and that could that could be your job opportunity. Like that's how you get a job. Really.
Yeah, for sure.
How do y'all think about like athletics going into it? Because all 3 of us wrestle.
Yeah.
And Maddie's just like softball.
Yeah. I
think it's gonna be a lot more like practice, more. You're gonna have to take things a lot more serious. Like you're gonna have to, you know, be on like practicing, working out, and
More on top of things.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're gonna have to, you have to show. Like I feel like even if people think wrestling's a solo sport, it's more of a team sport because you can make varsity, junior varsity, or like freshman team. So you would have to be a lot more focused and work hard.
Yeah, I mean, you need, like, a lot more commitment than in middle school. Like, it's not just showing up to practice. It's more, like, actually committing to the practices and, like, the meets. And even if you're not doing anything, just showing up, helping out with things, just doing anything to just help out with the team. And even if it's, like, wrestling individual, like, it's still, like, a team sport.
Yes.
Yeah, because high school also, like, that could give you, like, a college scholarship because of, like, if you're really that good and if you're that committed. And even you still have to have good grades to get to that good college, though, because you can't just fully commit to your sport just to get a scholarship because they look at your academics too, so you have to kind of balance those out, but that's how you really get like a college scholarship.
Yeah.
I feel like the practices and stuff and like high school in general is just gonna get like a lot harder. It's gonna get probably more of a dramatic increase than we think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the teachers are like, oh, especially if you're a senior, like it's like you're an adult now. You're like a grown man, woman, or like whatever you want to think. It's like you're like so like you're basically like a grown up at that point. You can drive, you can like vote and stuff, and it's just like your coaches, your teachers, you like you already got your chance to grow up. But like I like read this like article, and it was like I think it was like 25 is when your frontal lobe, which is like the thinking part of your brain, is like that's when it's fully developed. It's like when you can properly think.
Yeah.
It's like make your own decisions, but it's like everyone already puts these expectations on you. Like when you're 18, it's like you're a grown up. A lot of like families are like, oh, you got to move out for college now and stuff. You gotta like focus.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's definitely you get a lot more independence in high school. I feel like too because like you're not really just like I guess like you get to like do your own things. You get to like I guess like you can be out the house more. For most parents, they let you get out of the house more when you're in high school because you can like obviously like our boss, you can like drive and you're about to go to like college, you're about to like leave your whole house, so like I think you get so much more independence.
Yeah, I agree. Like you can't like rely on your parents anymore. Like once you're a sophomore, you have to take yourself to practice, finish your homework. They're not going to be on your back about that. So I feel like you're going to have to focus on yourself and manage your time properly. If you don't, then like you're gonna have to catch up. It's gonna be hard to catch up.
Yeah,
Cooked.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
even now, my mom and like dad's like not as like pressured on me for like homework. Like they're more like do it on your own. You know, like I'll trust you with your grades and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, and my brother too. Like they don't really ask him about his grades, really check it that much because they know that he's doing pretty well and that he can do stuff by himself because he's a senior. So they're like giving you more freedom, I guess, and getting you more ready for college and just past that.
And like, do you guys think there's like any like high school stereotypes that a lot of people believe? And because you guys both said you guys have older brothers that are in high school. Is there any stereotypes that you did believe until your siblings went to high school and like told you, oh, that's not true? Like, is there anything that you believe?
Yeah, like teachers like give you so much homework and they like just try drowning you in homework. Like, okay, I agree. There's like gonna be more homework, but it's not gonna be how like people say it is. Like, I thought you're gonna be doing homework most of the time, but when I like realized my brother, he like once he like manages his time like well, then he got time to like hang out with friends and do other things. So
Yeah, I mean, one thing like bowling, there's not really much bowling going on in middle school and high schools because especially nobody, to be honest, has enough time for that.
Yeah.
And there's not really like any point in bowling, and there's just nobody to do that to. You know, there's like I need to study, I need to get things straight. Like there's no point of doing that stuff because it's pointless.
Yeah.
Y'all actually had real things. I was thinking about getting stuffed into a locker when I was younger.
Yeah, like
I did too.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna get stuffed into a locker by a super senior. I was like, I'm cooked.
I think that's what Larry meant, but you're saying it more in an older way.
Like, have anyone seen like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like the books, like the movies? Like they always talk about getting shoved in lockers, like give me your lunch money, like getting like.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get picked up and like throw it on. I was like, I'm cooked at this point. I thought about that in middle school.
Yeah.
Getting offered drugs in the bathroom. Like, oh, you want some free marijuana? It's not gonna be free. You have to pay for it.
Yeah, that could happen still, but it's like not as common as like the movies make it.
I don't know who's giving it for free.
I thought like bullying was gonna be really bad in high school, like until like my brother told me it's not bad. Like you just be there's like different groups in high school. Like if you don't feel like you fit in one place, there's always gonna be another place you can fit in, like clubs, sports, anything. So he's taught me well on that. Like just because you don't fit in one place, you can fit into others. Like you don't have to like stay in one area.
Yeah.
During the podcast, like the high schoolers do end up coming. They like come and like they see the old podcast. So probably like one day we should like interview them and like talk about like what did they think in middle school, what was their expectations with middle school, and what their expectations was for high school and how it actually is.
Yeah.
I feel like it changes over the years. Like when you're in elementary school, like Arbaaz was saying, like you think you're gonna get stuffed into a locker and stuff. But when you get older,
I was so scared of that.
Yeah, when you get older, you realize like it can be bad, but it's not going to. So like
our lockers aren't even big enough to fit.
I barely fit my book bag in there.
I tried fitting myself in there. I just wanted to see. You know, 6th grade, I was like, can someone really fit me? And I couldn't fit. You know, I could like
I don't think
barely
anyone
fit
can
half my
fit.
body.
It's like
I think I get like a leg in. I can barely get my book bag in there, but try like stuff it. I'm like,
I had to like
playing Tetris with it. I'm like, okay, my book's gotta go here.
Yeah. I mean, in high school, we don't even have to really use our lockers. Like we
you
actually
just
had
get your backpacks.
like the audience to know. We had high schoolers come to our school and explain like what high school is life like, what it's like, and how we can like be prepared for it. And I think that kind of cleared some things up because I hate going back to my locker. Like I wish I just had everything in my backpack because that was how elementary school was. But middle school we had to like go back and forth. Like we can be late to classes, taking too long. Like if your locker got like jammed or something. But now like they told us how like we don't have to carry around a bunch of stuff. We can just carry out our backpack, or we can even. And they said like how there's like our Aayan was saying how there's different groups. And how even if you don't fit into one, you're gonna fit into one of them because there's so many like opportunities to do clubs, sports. Like I'm guessing you guys are gonna do the wrestling team. I don't know if you guys are gonna like football or anything, but like there's a bunch of like different opportunities to join these groups.
Yeah, I agree. I think like the hardest change from elementary school to middle school was like putting your stuff into a locker because in elementary school like you're used to putting your bag inside the classroom, hanging it up, and always having it there with you. But like now like you're gonna have to manage your time like well in middle school and like like go from one place to another, taking your stuff and putting back your other stuff. So
I mean, and the tardies.
There's
only 10 in total of all the classes. So it's not like middle school 3 per class. It's more just like if you're late, then just like you can't anymore because like you have like I think like 8 or 9 10 classes now a day, and then you have 10 tardies for like the whole quarter semester.
Yeah.
So
I think another like thing people say a lot is like that you're gonna get lost in the high school. Like you're gonna get like you won't find your like place, or you won't like find your class. I think maybe you will get used to it in like a week. So that's what my brother told me. Like after maybe a couple days, you'll get used to it.
I feel like that's what I thought about middle school. It's
Yeah,
like,
me
I'm never
too.
gonna find you.
I mean, for me, the first day I came, I found everything. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was easier than
We
I was
also
just
had,
ask
we also
people,
had,
like,
had,
yo,
like the
you know
shark
this
day
class?
or
Yeah.
whatever, the swim day or
Yeah.
whatever.
I feel like people are good about that. Like where if you don't know where it is, you can just ask someone.
Just ask people.
Yeah.
They're
People are
happy
nice
to
about it. Like, they're not gonna
help
say like,
you.
oh no, you little 6th grader, we're not gonna tell you where to go. But like no, they're like actually generous about it.
I was a pretty big 6th grader. I don't know if they're gonna say that to me.
Well, there's like a 7th grader that's like really tall.
He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
6 something.
Yeah, he might like be. He's like 6 foot.
Something.
Yeah.
All right, so we've been talking about like high school stereotypes, but what were other middle school stereotypes other than getting pushed in a locker? What were the other like middle school stereotypes that you guys believed when we were younger?
I mean, I only focused on the bullying and the lunch money.
Yeah.
You're
So by the shirt?
money, bro.
But it's IDs, so they can't even do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't even do anything.
And
Go
about
buy me a
that.
bag of chips.
That's actually
No.
kinda but like I feel like one that I kind of believed was like the amount of homework. I thought teachers were gonna be so strict with us, like and they wouldn't let us do anything. But honestly, most of my teachers are pretty chill about like social time, and, like homework, because I don't get that much homework. Even though I'm in honors, I don't get as much homework. Do you guys get a lot of homework?
Nah, I don't really get
Yeah,
that
like-
much homework.
Not
Yeah,
much.
we don't.
Even
get
if
that
I
much
do, I
homework.
don't know if I'm
I mean,
doing
just
it.
as long as you don't procrastinate, you're fine.
Yeah, like I feel like we don't get as
Oh,
much.
shoot, I'm
homework.
good then.
I think like just don't like keep it as backlog. Like if you like let it sit up for too long, then it's gonna be hard to come back. Like
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, that's what someone like when the high schoolers came. That's actually a topic that one of the girls talked about. She was like, in middle school, I procrastinate my work so much, but in high school, like this is not gonna work out.
yeah.
Hello everyone, we're back for another reflection. This is me, Advik, and this is
Kaisen,
so let's begin.
do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, I'll go. I think one of the major points they did really well, one of the major points we agree with, is like a lot of the stereotypes about bullying and social life in middle school. They thought it would all be about like popularity, at least when we were younger, or at least when I was younger. I think
Yeah.
the same for him. We both thought it was like all like popularity, and there's gonna be like a lot of people like vaping in the bathroom. I thought I was gonna get like thrashed one time, and I'm gonna get like surrounded by this big group of like 8th graders. Go like, huh? What are you gonna do to me?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, but it really isn't like that. There's not really as much bullying anymore because at least not even anymore. Just like there wasn't really bullying in general because we just found our crew in middle school. And I
Yeah,
think that
I
probably
agree.
apply to high school too.
Yeah, middle school like is not as like bullying isn't a very big topic, and many people like it doesn't really matter because it doesn't happen as much, or like when it does happen, it's not like in movies. It's not like the same thing.
Yeah, it's just like it's not like oh I'm gonna like beat you up because I feel like it. There's not really anything for that because there are still clubs in middle school and there's still that stress again.
Yeah.
Which is in high school, but it's still a lot less. So we still enjoy our
Yeah,
time.
mostly if people don't like each other, they just avoid each other. It's not like people get like they don't like say things to other people behind their backs. They just don't really talk to them at all if they don't like agree with them.
It's like they don't even exist in the life.
Yeah.
Yeah, another stereotype would be like the amount of homework. Like the teachers in middle school stereotype, the teachers like want to give you more homework. Even this applies to high school. The teachers like want to give you more homework. They want to like be meaner and like toughen you up or something like that. And while the teachers, like a lot of the good teachers, including the teacher we have here recording behind the scenes, Mr. Tottenham, they do try and push us. It's not like they just want us to like drown in homework. So they're not like that. There's not as I would say as much like favoritism or like bias as people say, where it's like completely obvious. It's still there, but like it's not nearly as much.
Yeah, I feel like most teachers, like a lot of teachers, they don't want to drown you in homework. They just want to give you enough homework and like have you study for tests to push you to do your best inside of their classes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're being like positive and like others help you a lot. Like you can like help others and encourage them to keep on going if there's a lot of homework.
Yeah, and that's not even, and that's like also like the problem when teachers try to push you. Sometimes like kind of like interpreted like, oh, they're just trying to like be mean to you, but like those are like kind of like the best teachers, and the teachers like don't push you at all. They like there's like not as good of teachers because they don't actually prepare you for anything.
Yeah, a lot of teachers, when you think they might just be mean or they're not like grading like how you want them to, they're just pushing you and want you to actually learn and not just have excuses, so that when you go to the next year, when it's going to be a lot harder, for example in high school and middle school, they want to prepare you for the big difference in how like tests are going to be structured.
Okay, so what high school are you guys all going to?
Nequa.
I'm going to Waubonsie.
Okay, so Waubonsie and Nequa. Do you guys think, so I know Waubonsie doesn't have like a freshman center, but do you guys think the freshman center is easier for like you guys?
Yeah.
That's
So,
closer.
I mean,
I know it's closing, but you guys are still going to have the freshman center.
Yeah.
You
No,
guys
no,
still-
no, no. We're the last class to have.
Yeah, you guys are the last
It was
class to do
year.
it.
I thought.
No.
It's 2027
we're the
it's
last.
closing. 2027
We're 2026.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So I mean, just the middle school basically, and I've been inside the main building too, because like instruments and stuff and like sports. So like it's not that bad actually. I know like half the main building already. I've never been to the freshman building, but it looks
Yeah.
tiny. So
I honestly thought it was Welsh. That's what I
Yeah,
thought. Like
it
my
should be
dad
fine.
told me, I thought it was Welsh. I was like, yeah, wait, is that Welsh? Like right by Frontier? He was like, no, that's the freshman center. And honestly, it's kind of far from the main building.
yeah, there's a shuttle bus for that reason. It's a
Oh,
5-minute
there's-
walk
Oh, that's not that
and
bad,
like
actually.
2-minute bus.
But do you think it's gonna be harder for us at Waubonsie because we don't have a freshman center? Do you think it's still gonna be like hard to get around?
I think because my brother was telling me how there's 3 floors and then each floor has like has a part. So there's like
So it's kind of like the houses that we have.
third floor part 1 and then third floor part 2. So you'd have to go down and then go back up to go to part 2. That's what my brother was telling me.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah. So like he's telling me like either you have to like I went for his I went with him to like one of these like this day for him, and when I went like there's like these like these bridges and then you would have to go down and back up to go to part 2
Wait,
of
I wanna go to
the
Waubonsie,
floor.
man.
It sounds like a
bridge.
maze.
I want to run down the.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like a maze.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
funny.
mean, 3 floors. I've never been to school with 3 floors. What the heck?
The colleges don't even have that for real.
I actually don't.
College
know.
is like I think they have more.
It's like more distance.
campuses.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, more
it's more
campuses.
spread
Yeah,
out.
more
Yeah.
campuses. Yeah.
It's like 2 floors per like the 8 campuses they have.
It's actually crazy. I went to see UVI, I think, or Urbana Champaign. I think that's what it's called. Like, classes are so far. Like, one of my family friends goes there, and we went to go take a tour. Like, they're so far apart from each other. Like, she was telling me like one of her years she had to go from the other side of the campus to like the complete end. And she said like she would have to take like a bus, like 3 buses just to get there.
3. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like for Scone, just across the building, it's just like the fax room and then PE.
Yeah.
And I have that as my like 9th to 10th, and I can get there with
Nah,
still
it's
a minute
like
left.
Spanish.
Oh, Ploger.
Ploger
Yeah.
Spanish
Upstairs
room.
Spanish.
All the way down to the boys' locker room is the
Oh, yeah.
farthest walk.
And then it's like the boys keep like waiting in the middle of the door, so it's hard to get out.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, move, please. And then I'm late, and then like the teacher like, you gotta go. You're going in the office. I'm like,
I mean, that's why
please.
for that reason they give us an extra minute for PE.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah,
actually like,
yeah.
sprinting
Yeah.
out of Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, also, high school, there's 5-minute passing periods.
That
Well,
is
actually-
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that?
We have like no, we have 5 minutes too though.
Yeah.
No, we have 3.
No, we have 3.
Yeah, we have 3.
How do you not?
What?
You've been here for 3 years. How do you
You've
not
been
know
here for
that?
3 years and you don't know we have a 3-minute passing period?
No, because I'm late to class. I don't know.
Do you think, speaking of, do you think they're going to be a lot more strict with like tardies in high school?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
For sure,
Yes,
for
I
sure.
know for sure they
I
are,
think-
'cause my brothers told me.
I think like it's gonna be way stricter because like they expect you to that you're older now and that you're like you should be more independent.
Yeah. I mean, at the start, they just give you like, like a warning. and
Yeah.
then from then on.
I feel like
That's what they kind of do
I think the
now.
first
for
week-
everyone on the like watching the podcast or people are coming and going for the podcast, I feel like what like recommendations did you have for them?
For middle school,
They're
like
going
for
into high school.
Going
middle
out.
school going into high school since we're like the oldest class.
yeah, like I think
That's kind of
don't-
like a wrap up.
yeah, like
question.
don't like don't be scared. It's always good to be getting into new things and always join a club. I think that was the best thing I could have done. Like join wrestling. It made new friends. It made me closer with other people and made me realize that I don't need such a big group of people to have fun. Like I can have a small group of close friends and it'll be better. So
Well, yeah, just trying out new things. Don't be afraid to like ask questions and do stuff. It's not as bad as you think, as what I think of. Like it's gonna not be that hard. And just making friends is always easy. So just don't overthink stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening to episode 6 of the podcast. See you guys next time. Oh, that was lucky cringy ending. See you guys next time. All right, what do we got to do for the...
You want to just sit on the couch?
Like in middle school, the friend groups are very large, but in high school, when things get a lot more serious, friend groups can get like smaller and more focused on one topic, even though there's more people.
Yeah, and that's like where it's like kind of like the real people, like the people who really focused and the people who really want to succeed. They like kind of like surround themselves with the people like they want to surround themselves with, and they like, as we say, they like lock in and like what they do. That's why. So like it's kind of like opposite of what you'd expect. Like even just using like logic, like oh, high school's so much bigger. There's like 3 middle schools combining into one high school. Instead, though, what happens is it's like kind of like it almost like splits apart into groups that like focused. And the reason they can do that is, again, actually the more people. So the more people actually enables that to happen, because if there's less people, like let's say there's a few but like a certain instrument, just like instruments, there won't be as big of a group of like classical music players. But in high school, there'll be like a big enough group you can actually call it a group and not just like 2-3 friends.
Later in high school, as life starts transitioning to real life, when you become an adult, you're gonna have to surround yourself with people who have the same interests with you that can support you throughout your like life.
Have that same mentality also.
Yeah. Then do like one thing that we disagree with is that the stereotype that college is just for getting a job. There's plenty of other things you can do in college, and like it helps you get a job, but going into college, it's not just for that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. It's one of the major points, and it might have only appeared as a minor point in their argument, but I think it's very important because kind of that episode was almost like all about transitions, but clearing up the transition to high school to college will also be like really beneficial. And it's not just about getting a job. It's, as Kaisen said, it's about like making connections, like doing what you love, because college time, many people say it's like the peak time, like your best time almost to enjoy your life. But, like also like to form connections, because let's say you want to start your own business, you need connections. Like you can let like Steve Jobs start his garage, like Zuckerberg started like Meta on Facebook in like a college dorm room, and with their co-founders and stuff, because they had those connections with the people that had the same interests as them. I think like also like the last test is like how things are structured. High school, like in the way it's like structured so much different because it's like so much bigger and there's so much more variety. Like in middle school, you take math, science, ELA, social studies, and your encores. But in high school, you get to choose which of those classes you take. And so like I can take, like in freshman, you can take a class called AP Human Geo. I can take AP Human Geo, Honors Algebra 2, etc. Or if I don't want to take AP Human Geo, I can take like Honors World History or something. So it's like everything is different. You kind of like start carving your own path. And it's like just like also the tests are really different. They're longer, they're harder. They're not like this test, which is like a bunch of multiple choice. There's like sections and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a lot more freedom of choices in what you want to do because high school is like preparing you to get ready for like real life, your adult life. So there's a lot more freedom in what classes you want to take to help you along your journey to either get a job or do whatever you want in your life.
Yeah, so it's like when you go on, it's like also in college you're gonna have like that same format of like you have more choice. In college you have even more choice. You get to pick your major, etc., etc. So I mean, I think this episode's like all about transitions, and I hope we covered whatever should have been covered. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Signing off.
All right, there it is. Thanks to Kaisen and Advik, who are doing some great reflecting on their own. I think you'll admit the 7th graders are coming along in this understudy program that we have, and we do these after every single podcast release. If you like what we do, make sure to share this with somebody else who might also benefit. That always helps us reach our intended audience. Look for more episodes real soon as we finish up the 2025 calendar year and look ahead into 2026 in season 8 of the Life is the Future podcast. As always, thanks for tuning in.